going on, gamers? The Red Dragon here, and we are taking another look at Battlefield 3 gameplay footage. And yes, I am playing as Recon. Recon is extremely powerful in Battlefield 3. It's another class that I'm really starting to like. You know, in Bad Company 2, you know, I kind of was hard on the Recon class. The majority of the time, there's always people who play it right, but there's always a vast amount of people who don't play it right. You'll see that I'm trying to place down the stupid Recon beacon, and it will not go down. So I move over to another little area. It's really picky, I've noticed, about placing this Recon beacon down. Finally, it goes down, but what this does is it allows you or your teammates to spawn on this point, and it's something that Recons get very early on. Definitely something you want to have as an attacker. If you're in a squad full of 4, you want a Recon in your squad. And if nobody's doing it, pick up the job, do it yourself. Get in a good position. That's not the best place to place that particular spawn point locator, but it does work for me in this particular instance. But you can place it in all sorts of positions. You know, go over to the far right and place it over there near the beach, or a lot of times I like to pick it up and move it to that pavilion in the back near the enemy spawn. But having a really good location that you can constantly spawn in on and be close to the action, keep your team from running, keep morale up, that's really going to help you and your team be successful. And, you know, running's for the birds. And if you don't have one of them spawn points, it is a pain every time you get killed. You know, if your teammates aren't alive, then you're having to spawn all the way in the back, and it's just not fun. Right here, see, again, I have the spawn point right beside where the stairway is, right before we go up into these particular MCOMs. And yes, I think that guy did just morph out of the floor, but he came to help. He's on my team, so that's good. But I'm just checking things out real quick, trying to be careful. You have to move slow in Battlefield 3. If you move out there fast without looking around and taking a look at see where the enemies are, you're going to get mowed down completely. So I'm going to hide over here in the corner, wait, and hopefully my team will defend this and keep this objective from being destroyed. You'll notice that I am using the sniper rifle, the Mark 11, with no scope. I don't like using a scope on this particular map. It's really linear. Maybe a more open, wide open map, you'll want to use a scope, but for right now, you know, they place out a large glare if you're looking at them, if you're looking down the scope. So with no scope, you're not getting a glare. This particular weapon I can use like an assault rifle, which is what I'm doing right here. Everybody else is going left and right. I'm looking down the middle, trying to make sure it's clear for the guys when they push up. And then we're going to keep on moving up, and we're moving in towards the last base right now. I got to pull back, make sure we're in the boundaries. But when I get up here, instead of going out in the middle where most people go, I'm going to go all the way right. I'm going to try to sneak around. But again, I'm going to try to give my teammates a really good spawn location by being sure that I pick up the mobile spawn point and place it down here in just a second. But like I said, you know, some people like using that scope. I would prefer just using the iron sights, especially with this particular weapon. Right here, I'm jumping over, I'm getting shot, so I'll go and I hide between these cars, and I just unlocked this little device, and I think it's supposed to be like a motion detector, but I didn't see that person pop up on the map, because I did spot him right there at the end when he showed up on the map. I don't know exactly how that works, but maybe we'll find out a little bit later. But it's another tool in your Recon arsenal. But again, I'm just taking it real slow, checking things out, and I'm going to move all the way over to the far right. I see a guy over here, he's sniping. Gonna be able to knife him. And just trying to always take the path less taken, you know. If everybody's in the middle fighting, you're having a hard time, you know, moving up, you're getting destroyed, try taking an alternate path. On this particular map, there's a lot of places where it's easy to get pinned down, so it's not always, you know, just straight in your face easy to get away, you know, if you're really pinned in. But in this particular section, I believe it is a little bit easier as the offense. So you'll see that I armed that, and then I got back into a position where I could watch people as they came in. Right there, I ran out of ammo. Be sure that you try to get into a habit of pulling out your pistol, even though I wasn't fast enough to fire it off. Instead of waiting for it to reload, it is a good deal to go ahead and pull out your pistol instead. So that wraps it up for this particular video. Hope you enjoyed it. Be sure you join the Battle Strats Platoon on Battlelog. Comment, rate, subscribe. Thanks for watching.